Alright, what's up guys? We finally have the first part set together, and that is going to be the rear end. Now that's always the hardest part to either build or to source, so I figured I'd start there. And I'm trying to make this as affordable as possible, so it's going to be a weld it yourself kit, I suppose. But let's just get in closer and I'll show you what's included. So before we check out the actual kit breakdown, I want to show you a working example here so it all makes sense. This is on my cart with the CBR 1000 in it. And then this is my prototype rear end. The one that you'll be getting is a little bit different. I've worked out to make it lighter and a little bit stronger. It uses Miata axles, CBR sprockets, and GSXR brake kit. So right now you can see that this chain is pretty loose. So what I've done, I know it's filthy so it's hard to see, but the main pivot bolt down there, I've loosened that up already, and then the turnbuckle has been loosened. So just to adjust tension, all we're gonna do is go ahead and turn this turnbuckle back. It's got reverse threads on one side, regular right hand threads on the other side, so that allows you to just turn the whole main body and it expands or collapses. Now you can see we've got more tension. We can keep going and adjust to the correct tension. Close enough. And then you'll just go ahead and lock down these nuts on both sides. Lock down your main pivot bolt there, and you'll be ready to ride. So with this setup, you're going to be at 58 inches from flange to flange on the outside of your axles. So depending on what offset you choose for your tires, your wheels, that'll determine what your track width is going to be. But now that you've seen the working example, let's go ahead and check out what's actually included. So here's the full kit set. I'll show you first what's not included, and what is not included are these two spline cups, the spline shaft, and then the bearings inside your main body. Now all of that can be picked up at protodie.com. I'm pretty sure they sell the bearings as well. If not, VX Bearings sells these for about $9 a piece, so not too bad. So you will get the main body machined out for 2 sets of bearings. So there'll be 2 bearings on both sides, kind of like a wheel bearing. Snap ring grooves to hold that in, the snap rings. Then you'll get your flanges for both sides. So you have your Miata bolt pattern and then your brake disc. This side will be Miata bolt pattern and your sprocket. Then you'll get all of the mounting tabs that you need to put this thing together. So with these main tabs here, I put a lot of thought into these, and you'll see that they're not equal length. So the short side is so you have as much clearance as possible around the main body to mount your caliper tabs on there. The long side is to make it as easy as possible to build. So instead of trying to just set this on here and hope it stays steady while you tack weld it together, I've actually made the long side to fit the body when it's on the table. You can just roll it up to the tab, and it's a lot more sturdy. It's not going anywhere, so you can tack weld all that together. So then you've got your main body, your support plate here. So these will go in between. These 2 tabs here are the floor mounted tabs. So your pivot bolt will all pivot off of that right there. And then your turnbuckle tabs for your chain tensioner. So it's all pretty simple. If I welded all of this together, it would take me a lot of time, and it would make the price go up. And I know that you're willing to do the work because you're already 3/4 of the way into your buggy now. So I figure I will keep the price down as much as possible. You guys can do all the work for free yourselves, and then we can all get rear ends. I can make some money so we can have a tractor ride, and you guys have the cheapest rear end you can find. Now remember, when you get your flanges, the CV cups will not be welded to them. There is a recessed groove in the back side, just like there is for the front side for your axle. So you'll just set that in there. You won't have to worry about getting it centered, because as long as it's sitting inside that groove, it's centered, and you'll just weld it together. Now on the front side here, you can see this is also recessed. The back side of your CV cup sits in there, so it can't walk around at all. So everything's locked down really tight. There's gonna be no play in it. And then the same thing with the sprocket, that's recessed as well, so it's hub centric, it's not going anywhere. So all of this is, it's really beefy. It might be overkill, but I don't know what you guys are gonna be doing, so I wanted to build this all as strong as possible so you can be safe and I'll be safe. So that is your rear end kit set. Now, if you want to use the same brake setup I have, you can just send me an email. I will get those tabs out to you. I don't want to cut a bunch of them if you guys aren't going to use them. If you do want them, just send me an email. I'll send you those tabs as well, free of charge. And then head over to my website, link in the description, where you can find all of this.